left a funeral to be by your side after Nick Jonas married an Indian woman that wasn't you.
That was very hard on me.
Netflix fans are in for a treat with the new dramedy series, Never Have I Ever, starring Maitreyi Ramakrishnan as headstrong teen Devi Vishwa Kumar. Eagle-eyed fans have something to look forward to when watching this series. Not only for the roller coaster ride that is Devi's angsty teen life in a strict Indian family while trying to be cool at her California high school, but also for the sneaky Easter eggs and secrets only true fans of the series noticed. Never Have I Ever has loads of references to 80s and 90s flicks, as well as giving a nod to some of Netflix's very own homegrown TV shows. Did you catch them all? Before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with the notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Starting off at number 14, the Wayne's World style bike stack in episode 1. In episode 1, Pilot, the audience gets to meet Devi's family, including her drop-dead gorgeous cousin Kamala. The three women of the family are chatting on the front lawn when an unsuspecting cyclist rides up, and spotting the beautiful Kamala, he plows straight into the wheelie bin parked on the curb. The producers are totally paying homage here to the scene where Stacy rides past Wayne and Gareth as they play ice hockey in the street. She is so busy checking out Wayne's moves, she plows straight into a parked car. The funny thing here is that, with both Kamala's would-be suitor and Wayne's would-be stalker Laura, both of them are completely oblivious to the humiliation and they both keep right on flirting. And now on to number 13, Devi's tartan mini skirt. In the same pilot episode, Devi decides that she needs to up her cool game in school, which, as any teenager knows, means a makeover in the wardrobe department. She does this mainly because she's trying to catch the eye of the resident school hottie Paxton. So one day she shows up at school in the teeny tiniest tartan mini imaginable. Remind you of anyone? How about Cher, Dion, and Ty from Clueless? These gals are the hippest, coolest chicks at their high school, and we think Devi may be trying to steal some of their thunder. And speaking of high schools, at number 12, have you noticed that anytime basically anything slightly dramatic happens in this series, the audience just knows it's because of the serious 80s synthesizer music that cranks up? Add to that a camera in slow-mo and you have yourself right there some serious John Hughes style. Many of the scenes in this show are filmed at Devi's high school, Sherman Oaks High. Fans of Hughes, director of 80s cult classics such as Pretty in Pink and The Breakfast Club, will immediately feel the vibe. And the names too. The kids in The Breakfast Club attend Shermer High, whilst Devi and her buds go to Sherman High. Coincidence? We think not. In at number 11 is Eric Perkins' t-shirt. Eric Perkins, played beautifully by Jack Savor McDonald, plays tuba in the school band along with Devi in episode 2. Eric can't practice because he is too busy whining about the fact that he can smell dog poop, so the rehearsal gets cancelled, meaning that Devi can sneak off to a hookup with her crush, the hunky Paxton. Fans of Netflix things Stranger Things will be delighted to note that during the band practice scene, Eric is wearing a black t-shirt with Stranger Things emblemized across the front. Does the fact that Eric is a total dork say anything about the Stranger Things fanbase? We hope not. Number 10, Fabiola's robot. Devi has two best friends, wannabe thespian Eleanor and electronics geek Fabliola. Anywhere the gang goes, Fab's robot goes too. He can even be seen at their local cafe, sipping frappes. So important is this little Wall-E-esque cutie to Fabiola that she even comes out to him that she is gay. Clearly, he is an important part of her life, and so of course he deserves a name. In episode 3, Gotten Drunk with the Popular Kids, Fab refers to her robot buddy as Gears Bronson, clearly in honor of handsome Irish James Bond actor Pierce Brosnan. We love it. Moving on to number 9 on the list is Riverdale. Yep, another Netflix series to make a not-so-subtle appearance on Never Have I Ever is their series Riverdale. Kamala, having broken up with her secret boyfriend Steve, is balled up on the sofa eating candy and watching Riverdale. She ends up taking inspo from the show and reconciles with Steve. Devi and Kamala share a nice bonding moment on said sofa about the angsty teen drama, and the irony was not lost on us. And in at number 8 is that Coyote. Is that Devi's dad? She sure thinks it is. That is until it bites her on the shoulder and she ends up in the hospital. In her grief about her father's death, Devi seriously begins to think that a half-wild coyote that has been hanging around in her dad's vegetable patch contains the spirit of her deceased father. Now, if you're a dog lover and a Netflix fan, then you may have vibed on the similarities between this theme and the film A Dog's Purpose, which debuted on the streaming service in 2021. In this film, a cute doggo named Molly follows a little girl CJ throughout her childhood to make sure that she is okay. And Molly is the reincarnation of her grandpa's dog Bailey. See the connection? Reincarnated dogs. Okay, well, to be fair, Devi's coyote was in fact not her father, but just a plain old coyote. But you can see where we're going with the canine spirituality theme here, right? Just in at number 7, we have the episode about the apps. Devi's hip yet unhip history teacher, Mr. Shapiro, will do anything to shake up a boring old routine history lesson. He does it so often that Devi's nemesis, Ben Gross, even asks at one point if they will ever learn anything that is on a standardized test. Mr. Shapiro wants his student to create an app that could have been used during World War II. Ben finds himself in a group with Fablioa, her love interest Eve, and Eleanor. During a brainstorming session, Ben comes up with some pretty funny World War II apps based on real-life apps. Shazam for sirens, Tinderbutt for wood, and Juber. So sad it's funny, Ben. Any soccer fans out there? If so, you'll be all over number 6, Bend It Like Beckham. If anyone out there watching is a fan of Bend It Like Beckham, you will have spied this already yourself. There are a few really obvious parallels between Devi and the main character in this film, Jess. Strict Indian family, check. Trying to be cool to impress your peers, check. Hot sporto dudes, check. Both this TV series and the cult 2002 film show Devi and Jess dressing up in traditional Indian clothes and looking gorgeous but hating every minute of it. Plus, Devi has the hots for swim star Paxton, who is way out of her league, which is just like Bend It Like Beckham's Jess, who swoons over her hunky soccer coach Joe. And guess what? Both gals end up locking lips with their crushes. And just in case fans didn't spot the similarity in the scene where Devi talks to her Indian pal about how cool it is to be Indian, he's kicking yup, you guessed it, a soccer ball. Moving on to number 5, Ben's mom. Did any viewers recognize poor little rich boy Ben's mom? Yes, that's right, the role is played by none other than Angela Kingsley. Just like her character Angela Martin in The Office, this woman is totally unlikable. As Ben's self-absorbed mom, she swans off to the Caribbean on her son's 16th birthday, leaving a scary-looking birthday cake behind for him in her wake. Netflix fans may also recognize this actress from her role as Miranda's mom in Haters Back Off. She is a different kind of mother in this series, more of a mousy washout with a martyr complex, but still just as unlikable. And in at number 4 is Ben's bedroom. Speaking of this episode entitled Ben the Loneliest Boy in the World, most of it takes place inside Ben's head and is narrated by Andy Samberg, bizarrely because his father is Samberg's entertainment lawyer. In another star turn played by the practice star Michael Badalucco, poor Ben tries to keep himself busy and live his best life in his parents' mansion. Sharp-eyed fans will take note of one scene where Ben is in his bedroom, and all the walls are adorned with movie posters, including a poster for pop star Never Stop Never Stopping, starring none other than, yep, you guessed it, Andy Samberg. Next up at number 3, another celeb, Marie Kondo. In the season finale of Never Have I Ever Called Said I'm Sorry, there's a dramatic scene where Devi's mom tells her that the following day on her dead father's birthday, they will go to Malibu to spread his ashes. Devi loses it and tells her mom that she can't Marie Kondo his ashes out of their lives. Despite the drama that plays out in this scene, Devi is sneakily giving a nod to yet another Netflix hit, 2019's Cleaning Up with Marie Kondo, where Marie tries to help messy Americans tidy up their stuff, and Devi could sure use her help if her bedroom is anything to go by. Number 2, John McEnroe. It is no secret that 80s tennis giant John McEnroe narrates this series, and he is the perfect choice given that both he and Devi have red-hot tempers. But it was still a nice little surprise in the season finale when the man himself appears at the beach in Malibu, where Devi arrives just in the nick of time to see her mother scattering her father's ashes in the ocean. If it weren't for McEnroe's huge voice shouting at Devi's mom to stop and wait, Devi may have missed the whole thing. Thanks for showing up, John. And finally, at numero uno is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Given that this series is jam-packed with Easter eggs, it is only fair that the creators give some credit to where the notion all began. The cast of this 70s cult classic film would hide Easter eggs all over the set, and some of them even appear at odd times in the film itself, like under Dr. Frankenfurter's throne. So it is only fair that the movie rates a mention in Never Have I Ever in one episode. Jonah Sharp, played by Dino Petrera, uploads a video to social media of him wearing fishnets, so of course the cult film gets a mention in this scene. That's it for this list, viewers. We hope you enjoyed this video.